for Jamaica.
Corner of the community center, a small two-man police post is located. But there is little work for them to do. For Tivoli, unlike Backer Wall, has by far the lowest crime rate across the crime-prone waterfront of Kingston. Residents can walk by day or night without fear. And visitors too, the curious and the interested, celebrities and royalty, heads of government and international agencies, students and sightseers all come to Tivoli Gardens on frequent tours. For these homeowners and tenants, Tivoli Gardens represents not just a place. There are different types of accommodations to suit different income levels, deliberately so, to retain in the area higher income residents who are community leaders. For what good would it do for a community to prosper if, as a result, it lost the fruits of its prosperity? The important thing is to provide room for all to grow. The important elements of social control and communal stability are built into the pattern of residential construction and ownership. Of the 1,000 dwelling units in Tivoli Gardens constructed by the Ministry of Housing, 1/3 are high-rise rental units. 2/3 are units sold on a long-term basis and paid for on easy monthly terms. The sales units are of 3 basic types and prices. The terrace units, a string of attached homes with common walls, but a separate property line. The duplex units, and single-unit bungalows. To maintain property value, the more expensive units are sited on the most desirable locations.
The single factor carrying the greatest weight in determining success or failure in creating a community is the layout of residences and service centers in the area. This was the positive plan in mind in the concept of Tivoli Gardens. Firstly, the rental units, because of the lack of ownership and lesser degree of property care, were not congregated in any one area, or the result would soon have been a mini slum. Instead, we scattered them in pockets surrounded by the owners of purchased units, and so brought the pressure of higher levels of property care to bear on the rental unit occupants. The result was a much improved level of living in external and internal home care. Secondly, the centers must be strategically located, that is, central to the community, so that each individual is within easy distance. And all this must be put together in one residential package, which must not be so large that it fits naturally into neighborhoods, thereby destroying the strength of unity and stability that comes from a single community. This is the overall basic concept. But there are intricate social forces embodied in the lifestyle of a people, which can be put to work to aid this concept as it unfolds.
Make me hold your hand. This long time, y'all never see you. Come make we walk and talk. This long time, y'all never see you. Come make we walk and talk.
What does the beauty of nature have to do with the development of a community? Flowers and parks and open spaces are visual attractions and breathing spaces that provide the lungs of a community. But more so, every flower, every tree, every green area is an inexpensive visual reminder to the new residents that they are in new surroundings requiring new patterns of behavior. Just as the elements of decay, dirt, and garbage were conditioning factors in the old way of life, just so will the carefully manicured gardens in the people's parks and the refreshing fountains decorated with lights recondition old standards and produce new discipline and behavioral codes. But it will take time, many years of trial and error. The story of the community bench explains how we learn together as we live together and plan. First, there was the upright bench. Men sat on the upright and soiled the seat with their feet. No one sat on it. So we built a bench without a back, and they slept on it. No one sat on it. So now we have designed a curved bench which could neither be stepped on nor slept on. At last it served its purpose. People sat on it. The work isn't over. It goes on. What